Hi guys. Rise and shine. Today's topic is about introductory paragraph. How to write an impactful introductory paragraph. There are many techniques for you to adopt. There are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 techniques that you can adopt to make your essay impactful. So we will go through one by one. The first one is to withhold information. As much as you want to reveal your entire story to me, I am not interested. Kidding. So the technique that you can adopt is to withhold your information first. Instead of revealing the entire plot to your readers, you can just give like a glimpse of what the story is gonna be about to create the suspense. Okay, you can suggest what the story is going to be about. Can you see the door? The door is just an entrance to your story. It's not necessarily gonna be like the entire plot that you're gonna be revealing, but it's just like the overview. Is it about drugs? Is it about murder? You shall wait and see. Provide history. You can also use the technique of revealing everything. So from A to Z in a chronological order. It is not exclusive for you to do it in chronological order, but it's more impactful because imagine you already exposed the entire storyline in the introductory paragraph, right? And then you try to make it in a very out of sort kind of way. Do you think I will understand that? Okay, bear that in mind, girl. Speech. Speech is also a very powerful way of starting the introductory paragraph because you kind of put the person's expression directly and deliver it to the audience and your readers. Like, for example, if I quote Reagan's word by word when he said, I want to kill you. So instead of paraphrasing what he said, like Reagan wants to kill someone, it is not as powerful as putting the speech of that person's in the beginning of the story. I want to kill you, in quotation marks, Reagan said. That will be more powerful, don't you think? Next, address readers. The most common way of writing the essay is by using first person point of view and the third person point of view, right? First person point of view, if you put yourself like me, I, we, so you kind of give the experience of living in my body. So when the readers read the story, they can somehow understand what you're feeling, what you experiencing. But the third person point of view is a little bit distant between the readers and the writers because they are viewing the story in a third person's point of view by using she, they, he. So I cannot understand the feeling that deep because I'm just the person outside of the story. In this technique, however, you can use second person point of view by using the word you. For example, in the story, you can say, you enter the hallway and then you see a bunch of nerd kids. So when you use you, I feel like I am in the stories in a way. Okay? Action. Without complying to the traditional way of writing an essay by starting it off with the beginning of the story and then rising action and then conflict and then climax and then falling action and then denouement, you can just start off with the climax or conflict. How about that? Huh? You want to feel the suspense? Here you go. Straight away in your face. I started off with that, the action. Setting. A setting is not completed without a good atmosphere. And how to create a good atmosphere? By providing a vivid imagery. Remember when we learned about imagery? There are 6 imagery: touch, sight, sound, smell, what else? Taste. So if you incorporate all these devices in your essay, if you are in a haunted house, Everything is no longer superficial. Everything is no longer 2D, because when you look at something, when you successfully describe the person in a very detailed manner, I can somehow feel and see the things that you describe. And when I can see it and feel it, it creates a powerful atmosphere. And you can do this in the introductory paragraph. Yes, bear in mind that it is not necessary for you to reveal the name of the characters. Do you remember our previous mid-year exam paper where I give you the text about this psychotic person who wants to kill that old man because of his eyes? Exactly. Until the end, do you know the person's name? I don't think so. So the person's name is very subjective. If you want to put the name, by all means, you can do that. But if you want to create the suspense from the beginning until the end, because your central idea is not about the characters, it's about the plot, okay? Then do that. Nobody's going to judge you. Reflection. What is the rationale of the story? Rationale usually comes right at the conclusion part, right? But why not put it in the beginning of the story? So, page 117, you can see some sentences in the introductory paragraph that are using some of the techniques that I mentioned just now by famous writers. So the first one, can you see the quotation marks? And then the person said, "I know, I'm not an ordinary 10-year-old kid." So this particular technique is speech, right? Can you see the quotation mark? Duh, how obvious can it be? So by using a direct speech, it can be as powerful as the rest of the techniques as well. So they are guns and bandits in the story, and supermodels, and there's drought and starvation too. Remember the door where you give an overview of your story? This is the technique, because you are introducing the overview of what you're going to be talking about in your essay: guns, bandits, supermodels, drought, starvation. The monster showed up just after midnight, as they do. So monster is a very significant and powerful character that people usually introduce in the climax or conflict part, right? But now you have it in the introductory paragraph. So this is the technique of action, where you give the conflict in the introductory paragraph to intensify the suspense. Yeah, and then you have classwork, which is you need to write an introductory paragraph using one of the recommended techniques. We have done this, but I hope you understand the lesson for today. That's all. Stay at home, stay safe.